I wasn't lazy. I wasn't depressed. I was just exhausted every damn day. 8 hours in bed, still waking up tired. Eyes burning. Brain fog. I tried everything, from late-night YouTube tips to energy drinks. Nothing worked. Until I did this, I stopped chasing perfect sleep and started fixing my body's rhythm. No supplements. No gadgets. Just 3 days. 3 real changes. This is sleep maxing, for people like you and me who are done feeling half alive. Watch closely, because this might just change your life. I fixed my sleep in 3 days. Here's exactly how. They say time is money. But what if the real currency isn't hours spent awake, but the quality of hours spent asleep? For centuries, sleep was seen as a mysterious, passive state, something you just do when tired. But modern science has shattered that illusion. Sleep is one of the most active, essential, and complex biological processes in the human body. And mastering it, the art of sleep maxing, can change your life more profoundly than any diet, workout, or productivity hack. Sleep maxing isn't just about sleeping more. It's about sleeping better. It's about tuning into your body's natural rhythms, understanding how every second of your rest impacts your brain, hormones, metabolism, and emotional health, and making intentional choices that turn sleep into your secret weapon. The science behind sleep maxing: sleep occurs in cycles, each about 90 minutes long, composed of different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM, rapid eye movement sleep. Each stage plays a unique role. Light sleep is a transitional phase where your body begins to relax but can still easily be woken. Deep sleep, also called slow-wave sleep, is when your body enters its most restorative state. Tissues repair, growth hormone is released, your immune system strengthens, and waste products are flushed out of your brain by the glymphatic system. REM sleep is when your brain becomes highly active, dreams occur, and crucially emotional processing and memory consolidation happen. Missing or fragmenting these stages causes cascading effects. For example, without enough deep sleep, your body can't repair muscle damage or build immune resilience properly. Without REM sleep, emotional regulation deteriorates, making you more anxious, moody, and vulnerable to stress. Sleep deprivation, the hidden epidemic. Despite knowing this, modern society is steeped in chronic sleep deprivation. According to the CDC, 1 in 3 adults don't get enough sleep regularly. Yet, many see it as a badge of honor. I only sleep 4 to 5 hours because I'm busy, not realizing that they're sacrificing cognitive function, mental health, and lifespan. Science tells us that losing just 1 to 2 hours of sleep per night over a week significantly impairs cognitive performance. Reaction time slows, decision-making worsens, creativity declines, and emotional intelligence suffers. And these effects accumulate silently, leading to chronic conditions like cardiovascular disease. Sleep deprivation raises blood pressure and inflammation, accelerating heart disease. Diabetes. Poor sleep disrupts insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. Neurodegeneration. Toxic proteins linked to Alzheimer's accumulate without sufficient deep sleep. Mood disorders. Depression and anxiety risk skyrockets with poor REM sleep. Hormonal imbalances. Cortisol, stress hormone rises, testosterone and growth hormone fall, wrecking metabolism, libido, and muscle maintenance. The body is a sophisticated system that depends on balanced cycles to maintain homeostasis. When you shortchange sleep, you are essentially throwing a wrench into this delicate machinery. Why sleep isn't just about hours. You've heard sleep 8 hours 1,000 times, but hours are only part of the story. Sleep quality and timing matter more than the clock on your wall. Sleep architecture, how your sleep cycles are structured, can be damaged by stress, light exposure, caffeine, alcohol, medications, and erratic schedules. Even if you spend 8 hours in bed, if your sleep is fragmented or delayed, your body may get only 4 to 5 hours of effective restorative sleep. Timing is tied to your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock synchronized by external cues like sunlight. This rhythm controls melatonin release, body temperature, hormone secretion, and gene expression. disrupt it, and you confuse your brain about when to sleep and when to be awake. For example, sleeping from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. versus 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is not equivalent. The early sleep window is richer in deep sleep, allowing better physical recovery. Late sleepers miss this window, impacting health and performance. The role of light, the master regulator. Light exposure is the most powerful signal to reset your circadian clock every day. Morning sunlight hitting your retina signals the suprachiasmatic nucleus (SCN) in your brain to stop melatonin production and start the day's alertness cascade. Modern life fights this natural cycle. We spend our mornings indoors under artificial light, and evenings glued to blue light from screens, phones, TVs, computers, which suppress melatonin and delay sleep onset. The result: we feel tired but wired, unable to fall asleep at the right time or achieve deep, uninterrupted rest. Hormones and sleep, the invisible orchestra. Sleep is an orchestrated hormonal symphony. Key players include melatonin, released by the pineal gland in response to darkness. Melatonin tells your body it's time to sleep. Cortisol, the stress hormone, which peaks in the early morning to wake you up, then declines throughout the day. Growth hormone, secreted mainly during deep sleep, it facilitates tissue repair, muscle growth, and fat metabolism. Testosterone production peaks during sleep and is essential for energy, mood, and muscle health. Leptin and ghrelin. Hunger hormones regulated by sleep. Poor sleep increases ghrelin hunger and decreases leptin satiety, making you crave unhealthy foods. When your sleep is disturbed, this hormonal orchestra loses its rhythm, leading to weight gain, low energy, poor mood, and decreased immunity.
Psychological and cognitive impact. Sleep affects the brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to learn, adapt, and form memories. Deep sleep clears toxic metabolites through the glymphatic system, essentially washing the brain clean. REM sleep strengthens emotional memories and helps process trauma and stress. Without it, the brain's emotional regulation falters, leading to heightened anxiety, impulsiveness, and depression. Lack of sleep impairs the prefrontal cortex, the brain's decision-making and impulse control center, making you more prone to poor choices, addictive behavior, and risky actions. Cultural myths and misconceptions for generations. We've been told to sacrifice sleep for productivity. Sleep is for the weak, I'll sleep when I'm dead, or successful people sleep less. But this is a dangerous myth. Real success isn't just about hours worked, it's about sustained, high-quality output, creativity, and health. Sleep maxing is a rebellion against this myth. It's a claim that sleep is a non-negotiable pillar of performance and well-being. The real costs of sleep deprivation bend the individual. Sleep deprivation has massive societal costs, increased workplace accidents, and error rates of car crashes from drowsy driving, greatest productivity and creativity, increased healthcare costs from chronic diseases linked to poor sleep. It's an epidemic we often ignore because it's invisible. How to sleep max. The science-backed protocol sleep maxing involves optimizing your entire lifestyle to enhance natural sleep processes. 1. Morning sunlight exposure. Within 30 minutes of waking, get 10 to 30 minutes of natural light to reset your circadian rhythm. If outdoors isn't possible, use a high-quality light therapy lamp. 2. Consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. Consistency strengthens your internal clock. 3. Pre-bedtime routine. Dim lights 1 to 2 hours before bed. Avoid screens or use blue light filters. Engage in calming activities like reading, meditation, or gentle stretching. 4. Temperature control. Keep your bedroom cool 1820C or 6568F. A cooler core body temperature signals sleep readiness. 5. Nutrition timing. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol at least for 2 to 6 hours before bed. Alcohol disrupts REM sleep, caffeine suppresses melatonin. 6. Physical activity. Regular exercise promotes deeper sleep, but avoid intense workouts within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. 7. Optimize sleep environment. Use comfortable mattress and pillows. Block noise with earplugs or white noise machines. Keep the room dark with blackout curtains.
I fixed my sleep in 3 days. Practical, realistic routine anyone can do. Day 1, destroying the cozy. Stopped lying to myself. I wasn't bad at sleeping. I was just running on chaos. First, I forced myself to wake up at the same time no matter what, 7:30 a.m., even if I slept at a.m. No compromise. That alone began resetting the cycle. I didn't do anything fancy in the morning. I just stood near the window for 5 to 10 minutes while brushing my teeth. That gave my body sunlight and a wake-up signal. I had my tea or coffee, but only before p.m. No more evening chai or coffee. Big change. At night, I started a sleep countdown system. At 9:30 p.m., I shut my laptop. No more Netflix, no work. I still had my phone, but I turned the brightness down, switched on dark mode, and used blue light filters. Instead of doom scrolling, I just listened to calm music or some podcast that didn't hype me up. No gym at night, no overthinking. By 11 o'clock p.m., I was on my bed. I didn't force myself to sleep, I just laid down in silence, no expectations. I didn't sleep great, but I stayed in bed till morning. That's a win. Day 2, building the system. Still woke up at 7:30 a.m. Even though I felt groggy, I got up and splashed water on my face. No snoozing. I stepped outside with my tea for 5 minutes. That's it. Then I moved my body, not a workout, just stretching and light walking. Anything to avoid staying half asleep. I avoided napping even though I wanted to crash. That pain is necessary on day 2. I drank water all day, avoided sugar in the evening, and again no caffeine after p.m. At night, I cleaned my bed. I removed extra stuff, fluffed the pillow, and made the bed feel inviting. I didn't need fancy candles or sound machines. I just wore a clean shirt, dimmed the lights in my room after 9:30 p.m., and put my phone away at 10:30 p.m. Tough but essential. I used a free breathing app, simple 4-7-8 breathing pattern. No music, no overthinking. My mind still wandered, but I didn't pick up the phone. I fell asleep faster than day 1 and didn't wake up until morning. Day 3, the flip this time. I woke up before my alarm. First time in months. Still stayed in bed till 7:30 a.m., then got up, walked to the window, and just stretched in silence. No phone till 8 o'clock a.m. I drank water first, not tea, then regular morning. What changed most was energy. My mood felt balanced. No irritability, no sudden low. I didn't binge eat, didn't crave coffee like a drug. In the evening, I had a light dinner at p.m., then just chilled. No calls, no hyper YouTube videos. Just silence. I didn't even try to sleep at night. By p.m., my body felt sleepy naturally. That's when I knew the system was working. No pills, no hacks, just consistency, light control, and low stimulation nights.
Advanced sleep maxing, tracking, and biohacking. For those seeking peak performance, tools like Aura Rings, Whoop, or Fitbit provide data on sleep stages, heart rate variability, and respiratory rate. This feedback helps identify patterns and improve sleep quality. Some biohackers experiment with polyphasic sleep schedules, multiple naps, though this requires careful adaptation. Nootropics and supplements, melatonin short-term, magnesium, valerian root, but these should not replace good habits. Sleep tech, cooling mattresses, weighted blankets, sound therapy. But no tool or supplement beats mastering the fundamentals. The transformational power of sleep maxing. When you sleep max consistently, you unlock a chain reaction. Your brain functions optimally, better focus, memory, creativity. Your emotional resilience grows, less reactivity, more calm. Your body repairs faster, better muscle growth, fat loss, immunity. Your hormonal balance restores, improved energy, libido, metabolic health. Your longevity increases, lower risk of chronic diseases. This isn't some vague wellness advice, it's hardcore science. And it's available to everyone willing to respect sleep as a foundational pillar. Final truth: you cannot cheat biology. You cannot outsource rest. You cannot build an empire on broken foundations. Sleep maxing is not about sleeping more, it's about becoming the master of your sleep, reclaiming the power that rest gives you, and finally aligning your life with how nature designed you to thrive. Because the greatest investment you can make is in your own recovery, and the best time to start. Tonight, the truth: fixing sleep isn't about buying gadgets or becoming a monk. It's about waking up at the same time, respecting your body's signals, and cutting stimulation at night. No one talks about how hard day 2 is. That's when you'll want to quit. But if you push through, by day 3 your body starts trusting you again. You don't need perfection. You need rhythm. Don't just watch, act. Fix your sleep, fix your life. Subscribe if you're done surviving and ready to start living. See you in the